I hope you have enjoyed the day so far. However, every silver line has a cloud. And here I am. Now, I have been dreading this speech for months. I'm sure you'll appreciate. So much so that I felt like I had to rehearse in front of a live audience. So yesterday I went to a local old people's home for a rehearsal. I think it went down all right. They were all pissing themselves anyway. Can I start by saying how fantastic the bride looks today? I'm sure you'll all agree. Woo! And even Andy's got it, all right. Even if he did copy my outfit. I'd also like to thank the two bridesmaids, Carl and Sean. And my final thanks are reserved for both sets of parents, Mike and Lynn and Dory. Your continued support up until today for the wedding has made today great success. Thank you very much. Yeah. Now I know there are a few people that Andy and Cathy would have loved to have been here today. Unfortunately, they're no longer with us. So you all join me in a toast to have some friends.
Have some friends.
I almost met Andy almost 10 years ago when we were working at the Power Hall. It was my very first shift with a very needy and hard to please client. And by the end of it, we were all in need of a few stiff drinks. So Andy unselfishly invited us back to his to blow off some steam. I remember there was about 10 of us working our way through a couple of bottles of Jack Daniels. And after about an hour, Andy whispered 3 words into my ear. Haunted me. Damo, I'm struggling. In fact, comparisons can be made between Andy and the England football team. None of them ever make it past the second round. Now, when Andy asked me to be best man, naturally, I was honoured and overwhelmed. But I did have a few questions. Why did I deserve the role? Could I really live up to the expectations of such a responsibility? And who had already declined the offer? However, I must say that I'm quite happy with how today has gone so far. I got him here on time and sober, although it was touch and go. We did have a glass of champagne at 10 o'clock. In fact, Andy's been that impressed with me today, he said I've got the gig for his next wedding. My main concern was about what Andy was going to dress us in. After all, history shows that Andy and fashion and style haven't always seen eye to eye. Slide. Oh, I like to call this one coconuts. Although apparently this night was cut short because there's loads of kids throwing balls at him trying to get them over. Slide. Dr. Eagle. Yeah, that is you. Who is it? Slide. You see the beast in a confused era. The flowing locks and the fetching specs. Andy, is there anything you want to add to this?
Is it nearly over? Is what I'd like to
This is Andy in his Sunday best. Now, I did see this folded up in his suitcase earlier on, so if we are lucky, we might see it on the dance floor. And finally, slide. Yeah, I don't know if you can make it out, but that is a question mark shaved into his head. He did actually walk around a small town in Spain with that for about 3 days. I have no other word for this one. Slide. I'll just leave it there for now.
Oh my God.
Now, Cathy, there's 5 things I think we need to know about Andy. Number 1. Andy was born on the 21st of April 1980, sharing the same birthday as Queen Elizabeth II and Iggy Pop. Rest assured, he's neither royalty nor is he rock and roll. In fact, the closest thing to rock and roll was that One Direction concert you went to. There with me a second. Now, Andy is a terrible singer. So if any of you see him near the microphone tonight, you have my permission to use this over his mouth and any other parts. Andy's a keen musician. So much so that I had to ask the staff here at Winsham Hall to hide the piano. Otherwise, I'd be forced to listen to Miss Saigon and Les Miserables all the way.
You'd be alright.
And Andy can't swim.
Oh.
Oh, we changed that this year.
No, that's fine. Don't worry. It's not that uncommon for a grown, married, athletic man like yourself not to be able to swim. It's fine. But as a continued sign of my support, I have got a present for you. Couple of armbands. Andy loves a good complaint. I don't think there's an authority in Western civilization or China that hasn't felt the wrath of a well-penned letter from Andrew James. In fact, I've got one here that I found recently. Dear Mr. Oliver, after recently following one of your 30-minute meal recipes, I feel I must complain. The recipe states a period of cooking time no longer than 30 minutes. It took me, a chef of sophisticated experience, almost 34 minutes. Subsequently, I missed the 1807 bus to my swimming lesson, as a consequence of which I was unable to obtain my 5-metre swimming badge and now remain a non-swimmer. And bottom of the pool, I mean class.